one of my earlier videos, I was talking about the danger of the naysayers, those people that you know, close family, friends and acquaintances, who tend towards being negative and perhaps are liable to hold you back from doing the things that you want to do. And I use that in relation to doing the ultra endurance events. Of course, it applies across your whole life, basically. And I think you'll probably have some people that you know for sure are naysayers. And they are dangerous. Trust me, they are dangerous. But there's another one that is equally dangerous, and that's yourself, if you're not careful. You know yourself, you do have an internal mental chatter that includes a very critical voice, and it's different for everyone. It's critical about different aspects of everyone's life, but it's there nonetheless. And certainly as it pertains to doing the ultra endurance events, if you're not careful, this internal critic will crop up at the most inopportune times, usually when you're feeling pretty low and you're struggling, and it's gonna have devastating effects if you listen to it. So my suggestion is that if you're mindful of this voice in your head while you're out training, for instance, certainly to start and practice, if you're mindful of the voice in your head, when it gets somewhat critical of how you're doing, how you're feeling, you're not doing it fast enough, you're not doing it smooth enough, you're not comfortable enough, you're not very good really. When these sort of things start to crop up, if you're mindful, you can catch them and hopefully you can just ignore them. And certainly on the day of the event, early on, you won't hear them probably. They're not going to be an issue. Later on in the day, potentially they will be. So if you can ignore them when they do crop up, all well and good. And that's the better option, to be honest. When they arise, just be aware of them and let them pass, because they will pass if you don't get involved. I know this from my own experience. However, if you're really feeling low and you're struggling at a point and these critical naysayer stories crop up, it can be a bit hard to ignore them. You can be prone to believe them. And of course, the subconscious takes it for real. So if you regularly say you're no good, you're not fast enough, you're too old, and so forth, you will do yourself a disservice. So if, from my point of view, if you can't ignore them, the next best thing is, rather than agree with them, perhaps you could try and give an alternative, an opposite response. So when the thought arises, oh, my back is sore, because I tend to get that myself quite a bit. My back is sore. Well, yes, it is sore. I know it's sore. I can feel it. But I counter it. Yeah, I do experience the sensation of the pain in the back. I don't label it as pain. I actually just say there's a sensation there, but it's still uncomfortable nonetheless. It's a physical sensation. But I counter it mentally with the idea and the thought, but my core is strong. So you see what I mean? I do have the sensation of the sore back. The physical pain is there, but my mental response to that physical pain is, but my core is strong. And that helps me keep going. You could have the thought like, oh, the hills, they're so steep and tough and hard. And yes, they are steep. They may be hard. However, for me, all I think, if the thought arises, is, but I can adapt my stride and I can glide up the hill effortlessly. So this is the type of thing that you can practice out training. If these negative thoughts crop up, you just change the perspective on the thought. You effectively disregard the thought. It might well be true. Yes, my back is sore. Yes, the hills are steep. But you don't have to do more than that. You can agree with it because it's a fact, it's an experience, but you just transform your mental thinking in relation to that issue or that fact. And perhaps it's the heat, perhaps it's a really sunny day like last year in the parish. It was the hottest on record, and I know a lot of people struggled, a lot of people suffered with the heat. They were being sick and retiring early. A lot of the top elite ones never finished that last year. And part of that was for us on the island anyways, the extreme heat. Well, the heat didn't really bother me. Yes, it's still hot, and that was a fact. But for me, my mental thought around it, and I always have this anyways, is I feel strong and invigorated by the heat. The heat gives me energy. That's just what I always think anyway. So I don't have to artificially produce those thoughts. They're just natural for me. So the heat doesn't really cause me a problem. Yeah, physically the body has to adapt, that's true, and you do have to make sure that you take on sufficient liquids. That's just natural. But mentally, I don't struggle with the idea, it's too hot, I can't keep going. That's not an issue for me, but maybe it is for you. So these are the type of things that you can practice with and experiment as putting the opposite spin, if you like, compared to the negative, critical self-talk that can arise in difficult moments particularly. So that's it. That was just a thought I had that I would make a video around. Be aware of the negative, critical naysayer that resides within you. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.